Hello everyone, welcome to another video. In this video, what we're going to focus on is how we represent inequality on a number line. So here we have 8 examples and I'm going to take you through each of them. So the first inequality is x is greater than 3, right? So the first thing we need is a number line, and you need a stroke on your number line to identify where each number would be, right? So and note that your stroke should be equal distance apart. So let's say that our first value is here, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we know that x is greater than 3. We need to locate where 3 is, and we're going to put a circle above it. So we use an open circle, right? Now, greater than 3 means 4, 5, 6. So we need to put an arrow to indicate the values that are greater than 3. So we draw a straight line going this direction. And this is x is greater than 3, right? Now for this one, we have x is greater than or equal to 3. So again, you put some stroke on your number line. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, say 7. It's going to be, it starts at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now here, we need to locate 3. So this is 3 here, put a circle. Now because it says x is greater than or equal to 3, we need to shade the circle, right? So we're going to shade inside of the circle. And this circle is what we call a closed circle. So note that when we shade the circle, it indicates that 3 is a part of the solution, right? And this is x is greater than or equal to 3. So one value that is greater than 3 is 4, 5, 6, and so forth. So we draw an arrow on our closed circle to indicate the direction. So this would be a representation of this inequality, which is x is greater than or equal to 3. And it goes all the way to positive infinity, right? Now for the next one here, we have x is less than 3. So again, indicate where our number will be on the number line. So here we would have, say, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Again, it says less than 3 this time, so we locate where 3 is. Less than 3 means 2, 1, 0, negative 1, and so forth. So this time the arrow will go in this direction. And that would be a representation of this inequality, which is x less than 3 on a number line. Note that the circle is not shaded because it says less than 3. That means 3 is not a part of the solution. For this one now, it says x is less than or equal to 3. So we are going to shade the circle for this one. So we're going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's say that 3 is here. So that means that this is 2, then this is 1, this is 0, this is negative 1. Now it says x is less than 3. So first thing we need to identify where 3 is. it has a line underneath the sign, means that 3 is a part of the solution, so we need to shade our circle. Remember that a shaded circle is what we call a closed circle, and a circle that is not shaded is what we call an open circle. And we need to show the direction. So this would continue to negative infinity. So this is how you would represent x less than or equal to 3 on a number line. Note that here 2 is less than 3, 1 is less than 3, 0, -1, and so on. Now, for 5 to 8, now it's slightly different. Here, let me just teach you how to read this first. So you'll start in the middle, and then you go to the left, and then you come back to the middle and go to the right. So example number 5 would read, example number 5 is read, x is greater than -1 and x is less than or equal to 3. For number 6, it would be x is less than or equal to 0 and x is greater than or equal to 3. For number 8, it would be x is greater than or equal to -3 and x is less than or equal to 5. And for number 8, it would be x is greater than -5 and x is less than 2. Now, we're going to indicate on our number line where each numbers are going to be. So here we would have some strokes on the number line. Remember to keep the strokes at equal distance apart. So the key numbers are -1 and 3. We have to ensure that those numbers are on our number line. So let's say that we call this point here 0. So that means here, this would be 1, 2, 3, 4. To the left of 0 would be -1, -2, -3. Now we need to represent this on a number line. So let's reread. It means that x is greater than -1. So we're going to find -1 and we're going to draw a circle. Now we need to decide the direction in which the line is going to go. So we say that x is greater than -1, meaning that those values would be 0, 1, 2, and so forth. That means the arrow is going to go to the right. Now, there's another point there that says x is less than or equal to 3, so we need to identify that point as well. So this is where 3 is. Now it says x is less than or equal to 3, meaning that we should shade it because 3 is a part of the answer. So that's what the closed circle represent. All right. Now, a value that is less than 3 would be 2, 1, and so forth. So all we need to do is just draw a line connecting these two circles and we will be finished. So if we draw a line from this circle here to this one, then this area would represent x is greater than -1 and x is less than or equal to 3. So number 6 now. I'm going to indicate a number line where each number is going to be. And remember again, you try as best as possible to ensure that each strokes on the number line are at equal distance apart. So let's pick a random point to call 0. So let's say that 0 is here. So to the left of 0 would have -1, then -2. To the right of 0 would have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now it says x is less than or equal to 0. So we need to find where 0 is. So this is 0. We need to draw a circle. Note that the sign has a line underneath it, means that the circle should be shaded. Or it should be closed. Then our next point is x is greater than 3. So we need to locate where 3 is. This is 3 here. And then it has a line underneath it. It means that this circle should be shaded as well, because 3 is a part of the solution. So let's go back to the first one and decide which direction the arrow should go in. So it says that x is less than 0. What are some values that are less than 0? That would be -1, -2. Notice that we're going towards the negative side, in this case to the left. So the arrow should join to the left. So we'll draw it this way. And it continues to -infinity. All right. And then for this one, it says x is greater than or equal to 3. So greater than 3 would be like 4, 5, 6. Notice that we're going towards the right. That means the arrow should draw towards the right. So we'll draw an arrow from this circle towards the right, this way. And that is how you would represent number 6 and a number line. Now let's move to number 7. Same thing. Indicate on your number line where each point is going to be. Make sure that your strokes on your number line is at equal distance apart. The key numbers that we are working with is -3 and 5. All right. So let's see if we can count off 5 from this side. So it would be 1. Now let's put another 1 on it. So let's say 5 is here. Say 5 is here. This point will be 4, then 3, then 2, then 1, and then this point will be 0, then -1, -2, -3, -4. All right, so now we know where each point are. We need to find -3 on our number line, which is this point here. Note that the sign has a line underneath it, means that -3 is a part of the solution. That means we need to shade this circle, make it close. Just remember that the closed circle means that -3 is a part of the solution. Also need to find +5 on the number line, which is over here, which is this point. There's a line underneath the sign, meaning that +5 is a part of the solution. We need to shade. Then we need to decide where the arrow, which direction the arrow should go. So x is greater than or equal to -3. Values that are greater than or equal to -3 would be -3, -2, -1, 0, and so forth. That means the arrow is coming back towards the right. And then here, when we have x is less than or equal to 5, those values would be 5, 4, 3, 2, and so on. So it comes back this way. So all we're going to do is to draw one line from this circle connecting to the other circle. And that would be the region that satisfies number 7, this is inequality, which is x greater than or equal to -3 and x is less than or equal to 7. So that's it. For the last one, same thing. Need some lines on our number line to indicate where each point is going to be. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So let's say that 0 is here. So to the left of 0, we would have -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, all the way up to -6. To the right of 0, we're going to have 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now it says x is greater than -5, so we need to locate where -5 is. Put a 0 there, or a circle there. Now, x is greater than -5 suggests -4, -3, -2, 0. Coming back to this direction, all of those values are greater than -5. But at the same time, x should be less than 2. So we need to locate where 2 is. There's no line underneath these signs, so we don't need to shade. It means that neither -5 nor 2 is a part of the solution. That is the boundaries in this case. So here, x is less than 2 suggests 1, 0, -1. So all we need to do is to draw a line connecting both circles. And that's how we would represent this inequality on a number line. All right. Thank you for watching and do enjoy the rest of your day.